Hi guys! So a couple of weeks ago, may nagpatulong sa akin na sagutan yung module nila about divisibility. So syempre wala akong masagot kasi hindi ko na maalala at all nung diniscuss sa amin yung topic. Siguro mga 90s pa nung diniscuss sa amin yung divisibility rule. So I had to research, and that's the main reason why I came up with this video. If you're caught in that same situation, or if you're a student na may topic about divisibility, then this video is for you. How would we know if a given number is divisible by another number? Konting review tayo. Bakit nga ba may divisibility rules? Para mabilisan nating matest if a given number is divisible by another number nang walang maraming calculation. Ang ibig sabihin naman ng divisible by ay kapag ang isang given number ay dinivide mo sa another number, the result is a whole number. Ibig sabihin walang butal. So you can say 14 is divisible by 7, or you can also say 14 can be exactly divided by 7, because 14 divided by 7 is 2. So let's start discussing the divisibility rules. Take note, 0 is always divisible by any given number.
Take a look at these examples. Now let's discuss the number 1 rule.
Any number, as long as it's not a fraction, is divisible by 1.
Here are a few examples. Let's talk about the number 2 rule.
A number is divisible by 2 is if its last digit is an even number.
Examples 1 and 2 end in 8 and 0, which are both even numbers, so they will be divisible by 2. The third example, however, is not divisible by 2 because the number 1 is not an even number. Now, how would you know if a number is divisible by 3?
A number is divisible by 3 is if the sum of the digits of the given number can be divided by 3.
So let's find out if 381 is divisible by 3. Let's follow the rule. 3 plus 8 plus 1 is equal to 12, and 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. So is 381 divisible by 3? Answer is yes. Let's go to the number 4 rule.
A number is divisible by 4 is if the last two digits of the given number can be divided by 4.
So let's see if 1824 is divisible by 4. Following the rule, we get the last two digits, which is 24, divided by 4 is equals to 6. So is 1824 divisible by 4? Oh yes. Our next example is 198. Medyo may kalakihan yung last two digits, which is 98, para i-divide to ng 4. So what I'll do is, I'll divide it by 2 ng dalawang beses. And since the answer is 24.5, which is obviously not a whole number, I therefore conclude 198 is not divisible by 4. How would you know if a number is divisible by 5?
If the last digit of a given number is either 0 or 5, then the number is divisible by 5.
So following the rule, examples 1 and 3 end in 0 and 5 respectively. So that means they are both divisible by 5. However, example number 2 is not.
Now let's go to the next rule. So if a given number is both divisible by 2 and 3, then the given number is divisible by 6.
The given number now is 714. Is it divisible by 6? Let's find out. 714 ends in 4, which is an even number, so that means it is divisible by 2. The sum of its digits is 12, and if we divide 12 by 3 is 4, then it also passes the number 3 rule. Since it has both checks on the numbers 2 and 3 rule, then that means 714 is indeed divisible by 6. Let's have another example. The given number is 2,608. Let's find out if it's divisible by 6. So the number ends in 8, which is an even number, so that means it is divisible by 2. The sum of its digits is 16, and if we divide 16 by 3 is 5.33, which obviously is not a whole number. It did not pass both rules. So that means 2,608 is not divisible by 6. Now let's move on to the next rule.
Paano mo naman malalaman if a given number is divisible by 7? Ang gawin mo, doblehin mo yung pinakahuling digit ng given number and then subtract mo siya dun sa mga naiwang numbers. If the remaining numbers can exactly be divided by 7, then the number is divisible by 7.
Let's find out if 644 is divisible by 7. Following the rule, we double the last digit and then subtract it from the rest of the numbers. And then lastly, check the result if divisible by 7. So basing it from our calculation, 644 is divisible by 7. Let's practice some more. Do you think 705 is divisible by 7? Naalala mo pa ba yung number 7 rule? 5 is the last digit, so we double it. That gives us 10. Since 70 is the remaining number, then we deduct 10 from 70, which gives us 60. We divide 60 by 7, that gives us 8.57, which is not a whole number. So that means 705 is not divisible by 7. Did we come up with the same answer? How would we know if a number is divisible by 8?
A given number is divisible by 8 is if its last 3 digits can exactly be divided by 8.
The given number is 9,800. By just looking at it, can you tell if it's divisible by 8? Let's see. The rule said to get the last 3 digits, in this case 800, and then we divide it by 8. The answer is 100, which is a whole number. Easy peasy. 9,800 is divisible by 8.
Pero kunyari, medyo malaki yung last 3 digits ng given number. Para hindi ka maloka kakakalculate, ang gawin mo, divide mo by 2 yung last 3 digits ng 3 beses, and then if the result is still a whole number, then the number is divisible by 8.
Let's try 4,936. Medyo malaki-laki yung last 3 digits ng given number natin, but following the rule, let's divide 936 by 2 ng 3 beses. So since whole number pa rin yung sagot, it only means 4,936 is divisible by 8. Hay nako, mamaniin mo lang yung next rule for sure. How would you know if a number is divisible by 9?
A number is divisible by 9 is if the sum of all its digits can exactly be divided by 9.
Let's check this out. The given number is 4,185. The sum of the digits is 18, and 18 can be divided by 9. So is 4,185 divisible by 9? Answer is yes. Told you it's easy. This next one's easy too. Paano natin malalaman if a number is divisible by 10?
If the number ends in 0, then it is divisible by 10.
The number 10 rule is too self-explanatory, so let's move on to the next rule, shall we?
Paano mo naman malalaman if a number is divisible by 11? Ang gawin mo, alternate mong i-subtract and add yung digits ng given number and then check if the answer is divisible by 11.
Let's find out if 14,641 is divisible by 11. Following the rule, we subtract and add the digits of the given number alternately, and we came up with 0. And since 0 is divisible by any number, 14,641 is divisible by 11.
Another way of doing it is get the last digit of the given number, tapos isubtract mo yun sa mga remaining numbers. Repeat if necessary hanggang sa makuha mo yung result. If the answer is divisible by 11, then indeed the number is divisible by 11.
Alright, let's see if 913 is divisible by 11. The rule said to get the last digit of the given number, in this case 3, and then we subtract it from the remaining number, which is 91. The result is 88. Since 88 can be divided by 11, then yes, 913 is divisible by 11. How would you know if a number is divisible by 12?
And then lastly, if a number is both divisible by 3 and 4, then it is also divisible by 12.
Here's an example. The given number is 960. To pass the number 3 rule, let's check if the sum of its digits is divisible by 3. In this case, 9 plus 6 plus 0 is equal to 15. And since 15 can be divided by 3, then 960 gets a check on the number 3 rule. Now, to pass the number 4 rule, the last 2 digits of the given number has to be divisible by 4 as well. So since 60 can be divided by 4, then that's another check on the number 4 rule. 960 both passed the numbers 3 and 4 rule, so that means it is divisible by 12.
So that's the end of our discussion for today, guys. I hope na makatulong yung video na to sa ating mga estudyante, lalong-lalo na sa ating mga support groups sa bahay, like our parents, our ates and kuyas, our titos and titas, and everyone in the family or kung sino ka man na nasa likod ng pagsagot ng mga modules na yan. Good luck! Stay tuned for more educational stuff just like this one on my future videos. Thanks for watching! Bye!